Welcome back to Hardball. We're back at the Hardball Plaza with the inimitable Ann Coulter. And what deeply concerns me more than the very existence of Ann Coulter is the presence of many like-minded people here. Look over here. My God, is this deliverance? Well, anyway, let's go to Paul Maines of Saratoga, New York. He's emailed this question to Ann Coulter. Do you believe that there are any true conservative presidential candidates that actually have a chance of winning the nomination? That's an interesting question.
I don't really know who has a chance of winning the nomination. When you look back at this time before other presidential elections, the leading contender one year was Liddy Dole, one year it was Phil Gramm. So I think the fact that some of them have high name recognition doesn't mean they're likely to win. What about the volatility in these polls? They jump. I mean, one day you never heard of Thompson. Next day, Tommy Thompson, no, Fred Thompson, right at the top of the list. What's going on? He retired from the Senate without notice. And now he's back as Prometheus. They liked him
how did this happen?
Liked him on Law and Order. And that we don't like the top candidates, I guess.
Is it none of the above stuff?
I think so.
Well, where are you on this? You're not a none of the above person. You are an opinionated person. Don't you have an opinion?
Yes, I gave it to you.
Who do you like?
Duncan Hunter.
Okay, Duncan. Now, let's try some of the other guys who are a bit higher in the polls. Okay? Rudy Giuliani. What do you think of him? Could you vote for him in a general election against a Democrat like Hillary Clinton?
Right now, I would say no.
So you'd vote for Bloomberg?
No.
Okay. What would you do? Not vote?
But if I could finish what I was saying.
You know, if you're going to do this in so I can't let you finish. So you got to sort of let me know when the sentence ends. Okay.
Whatever nincompoop we end up running.
Okay. So you'll vote for anybody that runs.
But I think it would be. I think a lot of Christians would not vote for a pro-abortion presidential candidate. So I think we might well lose.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine any candidate losing to Hillary Clinton, who I think is your nominee, other than Rudy Giuliani.
I mean a Democratic nominee.
Yes.
I've been accused of being pro-Rudy and pro-everybody, but I like Rudy in a lot of ways because I think he's tough.
Oh, he has a lot of wonderful.
I think he's tough.
Yeah, and as you know from Godless, I have a love letter to him in that book, how he turns New York around.
You think Duncan Hunter's tougher than Rudy?
Yes.
How so?
He can stand up to the mainstream media.
Huh. Well, Rudy wasn't too popular until 9/11 with the mainstream media.
I don't think he was ever popular with the mainstream media. Maybe for a week during.
What happened? I'm sorry to keep you moving, but I got to get all that. What about John McCain? What happened to that guy? He's a war hero. Everybody looked up to him, and he's down below Huckabee in Iowa now. He's down to 6 points. That to me is tragic personally for him. What happened?
The Democrats weren't able to pawn him off on us.
So he's the Democrat. So you believe? I'm more frightened than ever with these people back here, but I'm just kidding. You have as much right. No, you have as much right to vote as anybody.
Beautiful.
No, it just scares me a little bit. That's all. I can get through the night. I will sleep tonight, but I'm a little concerned. No, you think that McCain is a creation of the Democratic Party,
especially you.
Yeah, because he's a war hero. I did look up to him. I don't mind denying
Duncan Hunter's a war hero.
How so?
He fought in Vietnam. He won a Bronze Star. I think he has one son. He was an Army Ranger.
I definitely has to say he's a good military guy.
And he doesn't talk about it.
Okay, let me ask you about, let's go back to Mitt Romney. You were, I think, associated with Mitt and now not. How does that work?
No,
Tell me what I'm missing here.
Every time I was asked to name my favorite of the top three, yeah, I'd prefer him to McCain or Giuliani.
Where do you think he stands on the issue you mentioned of life? Where is he on that? Where do you really think he is on life?
I think he probably is pro-life. I mean, that's one of the things I like about Mitt Romney.
Since when?
Well, look, if he had knocked out Teddy Kennedy, that would have been one of the greatest events in the history of the world.
What? So you're saying that was subterfuge?
I don't care.
You're saying that he said he was pro-choice to win.
Knock out
okay, but what about
Teddy
1990?
Kennedy?
What about when he still was saying in 2005 in May, he was still saying he was leaving Roe v. Wade alone? And it's only very recently he's come out and said, oh, I had a revelation before that, which led me to believe that the pro-life position was the better position.
Yeah, I can't really follow the details of this, but the point is a governor can't do anything about Roe v. Wade anyway, which is why you'll note I just said I wouldn't vote for a president who's pro-abortion. I'd vote for a governor who's pro-abortion.
Do you believe that his conversion to the pro-life cause, which you would admire and obviously support and have a right to clearly, do you think that's legitimate? Do you think it's genuine? He truly is on your side now? Well,
I can't read his mind, but I'd rather have somebody claiming he's on my side than claiming he's not on my side.
God, you guys are getting very flexible. We'll be right back with Ann Coulter on Hardball Plaza.